guys, it's Claire and this is my January wrap up. So January was a big month for me with reading. I didn't have anything to do except for read and just chill at home doing absolutely nothing. So I got through 13 books and I'm very proud. I don't know if that will be still going when I start university. I hope so, but probably not when assessments start. Help me please, can you all do my assessments for me? The first book I read in 2015 was Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. This book is about a boy named Lincoln who works in a journalist's office, like in the IT department, and he does what we all dread someone doing, reading out emails. And he gets obsessed with reading emails from girls called Beth and Jennifer and finding out about their lives. And it just follows him and his character development, which I absolutely love, and their stories as well and how they intertwine, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's not my favourite Rainbow Rowell book. Fangirl and Eleanor and Parker pretty much tied for that, of course. And but it's still so amazing. I think I rated it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The next book I read is my favourite of the year so far, and something's going to have to be pretty damn good to beat it. And that's I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. It took me so long to actually buy this book because it's hardcover and they're so expensive here. But then I finally decided to buy it and I read it and it was amazing. So it follows twins called Jude and Noah, and it's from both of their perspectives, one from the age of 13 and one from the age of 16, and it's just so interesting to see how Jude is at 16 and what made her act like that when she was 13 and vice versa, and it's just so beautifully written. I gave this book obviously 5 out of 5 stars and I've just decided to film a review on it and hopefully it will be up on my channel soon, so watch out for that. The next book I read is Winger by Andrew Smith. Now, I got pestered to read this book so much by my friend Sam from Sam I Am Books, and man, I loved it. I pretty much read it in one sitting, I think. It's about a boy called Ryan Dean, and it follows him in his private boarding school, and he's struggle as he moves into the misfits kind of section of the school, and he's sharing his room with the biggest bully, and he's development, and he's trying to prove his love to his pretty much best friend, and it's just so amazing and heartwarming, but also it's just, I can't say much more, but it's absolutely beautiful. I recommend it and I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. I'm pretty sure I showed you the next book in my book haul, but I'll retell the story. When I did see this book, I freaked out. The girl in the bookshop laughed at me, and that is The Disreputable History of Frankie Landau Banks by E. Lockhart. I went into this with so many high expectations. I loved We Were Lies. It was my favourite book of 2014, and I don't know, maybe because I had so many high expectations I was a bit disappointed, but this book wasn't as fantastic as I was hoping. I'm sorry guys. So it follows a girl named Frankie, and she starts investigating this secret kind of society. It's kind of just like a tradition at the school. It did have that kind of plot line to keep you going through the book like We Were Lies did, but it wasn't as magnificent or fantastic. And I'm hoping to pick up more E. Lockhart books, and then yeah, but this one was kind of not as great as any of the others I've read this month, unfortunately, but I did love it, and if you love E. Lockhart, please read it. My other friends have loved this book, but I think I set my expectations too high, I know that. Towards the end of 2014, Towards the end of 2014, I finished all the selection books in the series, and then I went out and got the selection stories, of course. And I read them. It was really short, it's really quick to read, and it gave me such a good view into Aspen and Maxon's lives, and I'd recommend it to anyone who loves the selection series as well. I was a bit surprised when I was looking at my Goodreads and saw that the next book I had read this year, because I thought I read it at the end of last year, but no, apparently it makes sense now because it's in my TBR jar, and that's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This book is fantastic. So I didn't realize what it was all about when I picked it up, but you read the first bit and you find out a man has, like, he created this whole other world where you can go into, and he passed away and he's left his whole fortune of like billions of dollars to people, but they have to find these Easter eggs in the game, and it is absolutely fantastic. It follows a boy named Wade and how he goes into it trying to find the Easter eggs, and it's just a battle between others and him to find it, and it's so good. It's so well written as well. Ernest Cline is a genius. I found out that there's another book coming out in this. I don't know where it will go or what will happen, but I can't wait to pick it up. Hopefully it's soon. I really hope so. Everyone should read this book, please, now. Thank you. So, sometime last year, I read Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and I pretty much ordered Scarlet straight away, but I didn't read it. But one of my goals this year is to finish series that I have started, so I read Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. I unfortunately did not love it as much as I love Cinder, but I did like how it was written, and it's absolutely beautiful, and how it did change the viewpoint so you could see what Cinder was doing at the same time. And I can't now wait to read Cress. I should be reading it next month, and I am really excited. The next book I read is just so heartwarming and I absolutely loved it. It's Amy and Matthew by Cammy McGovern. I'm pretty sure it's also called Say What You Will. This cover is beautiful. It feels like crayons. If you were here, I'd tell you to feel it. And so it follows a girl named Amy who has a severe disability, and a boy named Matthew who has a type of OCD, and it's just them getting to know each other and falling in love, and it's beautiful, and so many things happen, but they just keep strong. One of the next books I was really excited about, and that was My True Love Gave to Me by Stephanie Perkins. Well, edited by her. But her story in here was also absolutely amazing. She has this ability to give me this heartwarming kind of feel, and she did not fail in this. A couple of other standouts for me were Gail Foreman and Rainbow Rowell. I absolutely love their writing styles. But a few stories did have me struggling through them, unfortunately. I did still love this, and I love this book. Look at it, and I think I will also be having a review up for this shortly. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I would have loved to have given it 5, but there were some in here that did not live up to what I was hoping. There was so much hype around the next book series that I'm about to show you that I don't know why I didn't read this series sooner. So the first book is Throne of Glass, and then it's Crown of Midnight, both by Sarah J. Maas. And when I first read Throne of Glass, I was halfway through it and I was thinking, this is an amazing series, like I love it already. And Selena is just absolutely badass, and man, I love it. I am currently reading Air of Fire. It's taken me a bit longer to get through, unfortunately, but these two were so strong. I did rate Throne of Glass for 5 out of 5 and put it on my favourite shelf. And Crown of Midnight I rated 4 out of 5 because I found it, yes, a bit too slow at some points, but the ending was incredible. And if you haven't picked up this series, I highly recommend it. Please do. You will not regret anything. The last book I read in January of 2015 was All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. So it follows Theodore, who wants to die, and Violet, who has just had her sister die, and how they meet and how they are doing this class project together and their kind of interactions. And it's beautiful and I love it. It kind of follows both of them at the same time and when they're together. And it's heartbreaking as well, but absolutely beautiful, and it's amazingly written. So I highly do recommend this. I don't remember if I gave it a 4 or a 5 out of stars, but it was probably sitting at a 4.5-ish range anyway. Let me know down in the comments what you read this month. I can't wait to hear, and let me know what you thought and what you rated it. Do you have any extra recommendations for me to read throughout the rest of the year? And I will hopefully see you guys in a video soon, and have a great day. Bye!